Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Kara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit today. As you know, we are going strong with a birthday beyond major because we are celebrating Pat McGrath all week. Her birthday is Friday, June 11th, and myself, Yachty Beauty, and Dr. Ash and her makeup, who are all here on YouTube, we decided that we wanted to really celebrate Pat McGrath in a big way. She is my favorite brand, my favorite makeup artist, and so we gotta do something. So every day I'm gonna have a video through Friday, so I hope you'll be here. So anyway, a while back I participated in the eyeshadow wardrobe tag. It was going around on YouTube and I decided to participate, but today I'm gonna do that same tag again, but this time it is Pat McGrath style. So if you want to see which eyeshadow palette I would wear for which occasion, keep on watching this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree, disagree, what would you wear, and definitely consider subscribing and joining the community because I would love to have you back. All right, let's get started. First of all, just want to go ahead and remind y'all, post your Pat McGrath looks all week. Tag Pat McGrath, tag me, Beauty in the Frizz on Instagram, tag Yachty Beauty on Instagram, tag Dr. Ash and her makeup on Instagram. We want to put you in our stories and we want to hopefully get Mama Pat's attention. Oh my God, if we got her attention, I don't know what I would do. But even if I don't get her attention, that's cool. But yes, all the way through Friday, and Friday we're ending in a big way. So don't forget to tag us with your looks. And if you don't want to do looks, you can even post pictures of your favorite products, because I'm doing my swatches, I'm doing looks, I'm doing my palettes. Like, it doesn't even have to be, if you don't want to post yourself with a look, you can just post your favorite products. Let's get on with the wardrobe tag. So basically how the tag works is you're given various occasions and then you have to decide which eyeshadow palette you would use for that particular occasion, like a wedding or work or going to the store. And in this case, I'm going to be using all Pat McGrath palettes because I mean, she does definitely have a palette for every occasion. And just a disclaimer, I may have more than one palette for each occasion. I mean, it's just going to be whatever comes to mind. So y'all don't mind, I hope not. So the first occasion is if you are a guest at a wedding. Right away, the palette that came to mind for me, there was a couple, there was two, but the main one that came to mind is Divine Rose. This is the Mothership 7. I will be honest with you, this palette is not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. It's not one that I gravitate to a lot. But when you look at the palette, I think you would see why it is a great choice for a wedding. I'm sorry, my palettes. I have been going through these palettes lately for Pat McGrath week and my ranking videos, so they're not in the best shape. Sorry. But at least you can know that my palettes are used and well loved and I'm not just talking. I'm sure you all are familiar with Divine Rose, but if you look at this palette, I think you could see wedding. I think you could see guest. I mean, honestly, I could see bride with this palette. I think that this would be a great palette for a bride. And, you know, taking out the special shades, you've got some neutral shades that are really beautiful and you can't go wrong. I don't think you can go wrong with how you combine them, but the special shades do truly add something really beautiful. I lost my card. This shade right here, look at this. You've got this beautiful special shade here that's a duochrome, this pinky gold, which I think is gorgeous. You've got just these beautiful rosy but not over the top shades that I think would look good with a variety of outfits. You know, if I'm thinking about a wedding, now in my mind I'm thinking about a spring wedding, but I think any wedding you could make a look out of this palette that would be beautiful. Let me tell y'all, this shade right here, I don't know what this shade is called. Let me, oh, look at that. Divine Rose about to make me start liking it, because I really said I didn't care for that palette. Okay, so this shimmery shade is VR Rose Venus. So duh, that's beautiful. Lovelace is this other shade here. And I love, like, I don't know, it's like a dusky rose. Dusky, yes. I can't. Valoria is a great shade. That's this one right here. I mean, think about this in the transition area of the eye. Honey, beautiful. I can imagine me wearing that at a wedding. If I have to go to a wedding, I'm gonna wear it. Now, a couple other palettes came to mind though, besides Divine Rose. And this is another palette. It's funny, the wedding palettes that I think about, they're not palettes that I favor. But this next quad is called Fleur Fantasia. I think this would be a nice one for a wedding. Now, this one may not go with every outfit so much, but this quad, although not one of my favorites, is a sneaky, beautiful quad. I don't know how else to describe it, but the shade Iridescent Orchid, which this one right here, gorgeous, beautiful. You've got Lotus Paradise. How pretty is that? And you could even put a shade like that. I mean, me, could be a slight little inner corner pop, but then you also have the lavender blue shade, which is beautiful. See that? Look at Utopia. Very nice. I think this would be another beautiful quad that you could wear at a wedding. And the other one that I was thinking about, I'm not gonna have three for everyone, y'all, but for weddings, all three of these came to mind. We've got the Ritualistic Rose quad. This is one of her quads that are all special shades. You can make a look with this. I don't prefer it, but you can. These are full of beautiful shades. And what I will say is that these are like little pocket pals. They're like little, I don't know, I said pocket pals, but they're little companions. You know what I mean? Like you can see that this is an extension. It just adds more of those special shades to it. So those are the palettes that I think would be great for weddings. I haven't been to a wedding in a long time. Truth be told, the last time I went to a wedding, I wasn't even wearing makeup for real. That's a damn shame. I mean, it's not a shame, but I wasn't wearing makeup at that time. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Let's move on to the next category. All right, y'all. So the next category is date night. Now, immediately for date night, I thought about the Mothership 5 because it's called Bronze Seduction. So I'm not going to read it, but I'm sure Pat McGrath has some type of crazy description for this palette. So the reason that I think this palette would be really good for date night is because you can make some really seductive smoky eye looks with this palette. One of the shades that I love in this palette is Extreme Aubergine. Look at this, y'all. Okay, it's like dusky and just, and then Guilty Pleasure. Like, look at that. Like, y'all, this palette, Bronze Blaze, I can't, hold on. Now these aren't gonna be the best swatches because I'm real excited and I'm just talking, but these three, like the smoky eye looks are just, because when I think about date night and I have my eyes done, it's like I want all the smoke. Okay, not to mention the special shades in this palette. I'll go ahead and say they're probably some of my favorites. VR Fire Opal, please. Rose Gold 005. VR Fire Opal. Like, I feel like if I was on a date, the person would be like, what does she have on? What is she wearing on her eyes? Like, who is this girl? You know what I'm saying? Even if you did just a pop, you know what I'm saying, with the special shade. Like, let's say the special shades are just too much. Even if you did a pop, and of course you have, if you really want to be daring, you have Blitz Flame. I don't know. I think it's a great date night palette. like with a black dress. Like if you're going on a fancy date and you're wearing like a little black dress, I mean, this palette would definitely be a standout. But the other palette that I thought would be nice for date night is a quad, and it is Interstellar Icon. Yes, this is one of her Celestial Divinity quads that came out in December of 2020. For those people who don't need that whole mothership and it's too much, I feel like you can do a quick date night look with this palette and it's gonna be beautiful no matter how you combine the shades. Now, let's say you don't like the blue. I don't know why I feel like my camera is blurry. Now, let's say you don't like the blue. Right there, you've got a nice smoky eye look that'll work for an evening look. You know what I'm saying? But let's say you do like the blue. Bam, you got the blue pop there. I mean, you could do it on the lid. You could be like, okay, let me just do these three and then I'll put this on the lower lash line just to add, you know, just something special. No matter what you do, no matter which three you use, it's gonna look good. These Pat McGrath quads are it. They are it for that. You can't make a mistake. And I think that the colors stand out. Hypnotique, that's the blue shade. It is beautiful. And I know her quads, these quads don't have the special shade, but there are some newer formulas there. And I like this, and I'm glad I'm looking at this because it's not the same. This is the Mothership one. It's not as bold as the Subliminal palette. Blitz Blue, I think is the shade. It's not the same. It's almost like a bluish purple, you know, with that iridescent. And, you know, you can make it kind of sheer, but it just gives you that nice little date sparkle. You know what I'm saying? You might be walking out in the moonlight and your eyes are gonna be glistening. The person gonna be like, oh, I need to marry this girl or guy. I need to take a walk in the moonlight. Anyway, those are my two palettes that I think would be great for date night. And I'm sure there are many more, but these are the two that came to mind. I gotta make sure I put these palettes back right because my ranking video is coming up and they're all ranked, most of them. And I keep changing it every day, but all right, y'all, girls night. Girls night is the next one, and I'm only gonna pick one. We're gonna go ahead with the Mothership 3 Subversive for girls night. So let me tell you why. First of all, this Mothership palette is like no other Mothership palette, okay? It's grungy, it's different. It reminds me of being out on the prowl. And that's why I'm picking this one for girls night, okay? Let's talk about Gigabyte, okay? Hi, bye. Look at that. What is happening here? I just don't know. I just don't know. Then you have Night Creature. Like, it is just so much. The special shades in this palette. Oh, I found one of my cards. Hold on. I just found the card to Divine Rose. Look at me. VR Pink. Here comes Marky, just letting y'all know. He about to say he hungry or something. Oh. He was probably like, I'm tired of her. All right, Blitz Amethyst, which is this purple. I mean, and then you have your mattes to go with it. And it's nice because you have a deep brown, you've got a deep black. Here he goes. Chicken. I know, no, not yet. This is a great girls' night palette. Like I said, it just reminds me of something that would be great to be out on the town. Now, I like grungy looks, so this is a great girls' night palette for me. It's deep, dark, and just everything. It's just everything. Girls' night, all night. I'm just kidding. I don't go out. If I did go out, that would probably be something that I wear. Put this away for safekeeping. So the next category is vacation. Only one palette for this one, y'all. And it is the Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity. And I will also say that I believe that you can use Celestial Divinity for all of these categories. I was gonna say it at the end, but I'm saying it now. Let's talk about why. First of all, for travel purposes, it's light, it's thin, it's compact, it has a great mirror, a nice size mirror at that. Thin, put it in a suitcase, stick it between your clothes. You don't have to worry about this breaking. It's not heavy. You don't want to be taking a mothership with you or several motherships when you can have all these motherships in one, including both Star Wars palettes, 6 new shades, wedding, girls' night, date night. What do people do on vacation? Beach, club, brunch, lunch. I don't know. I just feel like this is a all-purpose palette, and I think it would be great for vacation. As I like to say about palettes when they're really good, there is not one bad seat in this house. I don't care how you combine the shades. There is not one bad combination. I don't care if you close your eyes and was like, do, you're gonna come up with a bomb look. That's why this is a perfect vacation palette. And if I were to go on vacation, which is not happening anytime soon, this is a palette that I probably would take because it does everything for me. I can make smoky looks. I can do neutral looks. I can have pops of color. I've got some shifty shades, these dual chrome shades like Corruption, which is this red gold shifty shade. You've got the new shades in the middle. There's just nothing bad to say. Okay, so the next category is graduation. Now, when I think about graduation, you don't want anything crazy on your eyes because you'll probably have these pictures for the rest of your life or videos, and these are moments that are always gonna stay with you. So I personally wouldn't wanna do anything super trendy or super bright or super out there because the next year, because that's how fast things change, or 10 years later, you might be looking back like, what was I doing or what was I wearing? So I would want to pick something that would be classic. So Platinum Bronze, which is near and dear to me because it was my first Pat McGrath palette. I just did a video on that. But we have Platinum Bronze, and then for the warm tone folk, we have Bronze Ambition. I feel like this is the warm version of this one. And the reason why I think these are good for graduation is because you're gonna have subtle eyeshadow looks. They're not gonna have those special shimmery shades that are gonna stand out, because what you want to stand out on graduation day is like, you wanna look good, but you've got your cap and gown on. You know what I'm saying? Your cap and gown. And that's what you want to stand out. They are beautiful. I think that they suit a variety of skin tones. And I think that because you don't know if I didn't know what color someone's cap and gown was gonna be or whatever, I think these would go with all colors. You know what I'm saying? And the metallics and the shimmers or metallics, they're not doing too much. And I think that's what I would want. I think both of these palettes would give a classic look, and they're gorgeous. Now, they are discontinued, so because of that, if you didn't want to get something like this on Macari, you could take something like the Mothership 2 Sublime, and you could create a beautiful neutral look as well, you know, using some of these shades here that just are not going to be too much. Now with the new quad and what I was kind of getting into with that, these 3 shades here are beautiful, and I think you could do a beautiful graduation look. This shimmer here, this one is not too much, Twilight Bronze. So yeah, you know what, I think you can use this. So, because I don't want to be suggesting things and everything is discontinued. Those are the palettes that I think would be great for graduation. Christmas Day. So for Christmas Day, one palette came to mind, and it is discontinued, but it is the Mothership Sublime Bronze Temptation. I had to find this one. I had to really search to get this one. It screams Christmas to me. So if you take a look, you know, you've got your red and green. I'm not saying you have to stick with that theme for Christmas, but just speaks Christmas to me. I mean, it's beautiful. You've got Corruption, the shade Corruption in here again, which is in the Celestial Divinity palette, and it's also in the Galactic Gold Star Wars palette, and it's that duochrome red and kind of grungy gold flip shade. You've got your mattes, and you've got you know, this metallic here. I just think you can make a beautiful holiday look with this palette. It would be great for a holiday party, and I think it's perfect for Christmas Day. Now, you can probably find this one, but it's gonna be hard. And nothing else really came to mind for me for Christmas Day from Pat. Although you can wear any of them, I mean, you really can, but this was my Christmas Day palette. So the next category is birthday. The palette that comes to mind for birthday is the Mothership 8, which is Divine Rose 2. I was able to get this one in the pink packaging, and I think this is something I would definitely wear like for my birthday. I think this palette screams party time, fun, you know what I'm saying? Just a good time. So here we have Divine Rose 2. I'm sure many of you are familiar. I would really love to use VR Sextraterrestrial for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? It's that pink and green flip. It's just beautiful. I would definitely make sure I had that on my eyes for my birthday. And it's just fun. Like, it's fun. You can make neutral looks if you want. The special shades are gorgeous. You've got this hot pink. I think it's Rose Seduction. Let me see. Yes, Rose Seduction. You've got that like hot pink look. Again, you've got your beautiful deep matte there. If you want a smoky eye, Divine Dusk, Divine Dusk. I mean, these are all shades that are beautiful. You know, you could highlight your inner corner with this gold shade here, the special shade. I just think this is a great party palette. Definitely would wear it to my birthday party. Definitely would wear it to someone else's. So that is my birthday palette. And we're getting down to the end of the tag, friends. Oh, office. Why when I think about office, I just automatically think about brown. I mean, like, I gotta think about something brown. Honestly, I will go with the same two palettes that I will go with for graduation. And the reason that I say that is because there's a lot of one and done shades with those two palettes. And there's enough variety in them that if you left work and went to happy hour with co-workers or something like that, you could just add maybe more of a smoky shade or a little more shimmer if you wanted to. You know what I mean? You know, when you're getting ready for work in the morning, let me just bring the palettes back out. I know for me, well, I'm a teacher, so I can wear whatever I want. But if I was really going to an office and I'm getting ready for work, I'm getting my kids ready, things like that. These two palettes, again, this is Platinum Bronze as well as Bronze Ambition. Like I said, you can't mess them up. These both would be office palettes to me. I wish that I could say something different, but I can't. I think there are office looks that you can make with other palettes of hers, but these just come to mind because they're just edited really well to me, and they're complete. I'm sorry, that was real boring, but that's that. Now, my everyday palette, we're gonna go with, and this is Erin's Everyday. I'm going with Midnight Sun. I think Midnight Sun is beautiful, and it's earthy, and I think the colors in there are really nice. This is just my type of color story. I love this shade here. I think it's great. You know, if I want to throw something on, like I said, a lot of these shades you can use as a one and done. I think the special shades are great here. And if you take this purple out, you've got a really nice earth tone palette that I think goes with pretty much everything. I mean, and the special shades are nice. They're not like blinding, but that's what makes it good for every day, because here's a palette where the special shades are cool for every day. You might not want to do this purple, but all the other ones work really, really well. So Midnight Sun is definitely my everyday palette. This shade right here is just, So, you know, if you want to think about what does Pat McGrath still have available that might be good for the office, this one would probably be a good one for that too, because as I'm looking at these 6 shades here, you know, you kind of have similar vibes that are in both Platinum Bronze and Bronze Ambition. You've got a similar vibe there. So, well, not that, but the other ones. So this is my everyday errands palette. So these videos take me a really long time to film because I'm like doing so much in between. I have bathed a child, 2 children, made taco meat for August lunch, and then what else? But now August decided he wants to go outside and help wash the cars. So, oh, Amazon is here. Hopefully those are August dress shoes because August is graduating from kindergarten on Tuesday, y'all. I think this video is going up on Tuesday. So he graduated. Anyway, but yeah, now he's gonna have to take another shower. And I just gave Marky dinner. So now we're gonna finish the rest of the tag. Well, actually, there's just one last category. And the last category is New Year's Eve. Only one palette is good for New Year's Eve. I mean, this is Decadence. Need I say more? Decadence is just that. And this is a perfect palette for New Year's Eve. Sorry it's dirty, but I use it. Now, don't be thrown off by not having matte shades because you don't need them in this one. You can make such a beautiful New Year's Eve look for the gods. I mean, wait, I gotta do my favorite. Well, it's not my favorite shade. Oh, wait a minute, I'm so sorry. One of my favorite shades are in this palette, and it is Divine Mink. It is this shade right here. I don't know what it is about this shade that gets me every time. It gets me every time. I don't know what else to say, but I love it. Love it. She does sell this as a single. Yes, she sells it as a single. I'm sorry. She sells this as a single on her site, and I think it's like $12.50. Okay, let me show y'all one more shade. Sterling. I can't see. I mean, this speaks New Year's Eve gala. Can't. Let me zoom out because this is too much. Yeah, I mean, that's it for the tag. What else can I say? There is a palette for every occasion and then some. You cannot go wrong with a Pat McGrath palette. If somebody say, what's on your eyes, and you say Pat McGrath, what can somebody say? Nothing. Because everything that she makes, I just feel like is beautiful. Now, don't get me wrong. I was not happy about all the pink that came out. I was not happy with her having like 4 launches before she finally gave us blush. But when she gives it to you, she gives it to you. And that is all I can say about Mama Pat. So that's it for today's video and for this eyeshadow wardrobe tag. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun filming this, and I just love going back through my palettes. It just makes me really, really reappreciate all of the things that I have, and it also makes me look forward to what's next. I'm chilling right now. I'm good with the Voyeuristic Vixen Eye Quad. Wasn't expecting that little trinket that she gave us with the blush. Wasn't expecting the highlighter or the lip product, so I am good for now. But I know at some point there is going to be a Mothership 9, and I am already so curious as to what that will hold for us. All right, y'all, thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate all of you, and I'm just so thankful. I will be seeing y'all tomorrow. So until then, be gentle with yourself, talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I'm gonna see y'all soon. Bye.